everyone, welcome back to the channel, man. And before we dig into this guy, I want to give a huge shout out to TransAaron38. Link to his channel will be in the description down below. But huge shout out to TransAaron38 because without him, this review would not be possible. Yeah, with that all being said, let's dig into Transformers Evolution, or Legacy Evolution, Armada Megatron. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the bot mode first, and as you guys can see, you can already, I'm already getting ahead of myself in the review, but you can spin the cannon around on his backside and give him the side mount cannon, and we'll talk about this too. But it can go up, and it can go behind his head like that as well. I mean, while we're already in the cannon mode of robot mode, we'll just talk about everything that he can do with his tank turret. It can spin around, and it can do the classic Transformers Armada thing. And then it can spin, and it can pew. It doesn't want to spin the full 360 degrees, so that's a bit of a bummer, but, yeah, I mean, it kind of feels like it might want to, but I'm not going to force it, definitely not going to force it, because it gets about right here, which is weird. I don't know why there's something stopping it, but if yours rotates 360 degrees, let me know, because I feel like it should, but it's not at all. But you can get this look, his uber super duper shot mode. Man, we're gonna put this back real quick, and we're gonna talk about some other stuff in robot mode, right? Because that's what we're here to do. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this too. His forearms are hollow here on both sides. Really should have had a flap here, considering also as well that the thighs are not hollow. These should have been a flap. Yeah. The other thing is too that, oh, you know what? I'll talk about that when I get to accessories and lack thereof. But this thing right here, his cannon piece can pop off and spin around and plug onto his hand. Well, I guess either way, it can plug onto his hand, and there you go. You can have that as a thing as well. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I kind of feel like this is them by Hasbro and the design team and stuff. I feel like this is them trying to compensate for the fact that he does not come with a mini-con. The Armada guys do not come with a mini-con, and that is starting to wear really thin, especially when the entire series is all about the mini-cons, but every other G1 character can get their target masters and stuff. But yeah, so that's something that you can do. You can do it on both sides. You got the peg right here on that arm or hand or wrist or whatever. This side is a tighter fit than this side. Mileage is definitely going to vary on that. He does have ratcheted knees. It's a soft ratchet. He does have a soft ratchet on his thighs. So he can go this way with the soft ratchet and friction out this way. That is on both sides. Now, since we are in robot mode, we'll talk about it here. The shortcoming of this figure is this. These shoulders don't clip into place at all. They don't hold in. I mean, they hold, but they're friction, and they really should be clipped in. This is just bad. This is terrible design. 100% terrible design, and they really should have clipped in, because when you go to articulate the arm, you go up, and then when you go down, it's that's what ends up happening. And the thing is that the arm here is on the shoulder section. It's not an individual, it's not connected to like this area right here or anything. And that's mainly due to transformation. And like I said, to fix this, there really should be some type of clip-in type of thing. Whether it be a ratchet, they could have ratcheted this. They could have given it like a soft little notch, like plastic notch, like right under here, to where it just sits and holds, so you can at least articulate the arm properly. Also, the way that these are together, I kind of found a little bit of success of tightening these screws. Very little success, but and the problem with doing that is when the shoulder comes down, it loosens up the screw. So whatever, I guess like the tightness is on the copy that you get will end up having, you know, that problem or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the robot mode. There's no real gimmicks here. Oh, the other thing I was going to talk about as far as like accessories and shortcomings here. So the missed opportunity here is they gave him his toy accurate hand here. So the original toy had a spring-loaded gimmick that where a knife could pop out, and the hand on that side of the figure was very reminiscent look of this, so he had room for the knife. He doesn't come with a knife. He really should at the very least come with a knife if they were going to do this hand this way, or not do the hand this way and make it, you know, resemble more of this hand. But yeah, no knife, no mini-con, but the reference is there, I guess. Yeah, let's transform this guy and take a look at his alt mode. Alright guys, alt mode. Yeah, it's Armada Megatron. I will say that the transformation is roughly 99.9, no, it's roughly like 90% the same as the original Armada toy. So nothing new in terms of, you know, like no new surprises or anything like that on this figure in terms of transformation. He does have 5mm ports, I was going to say posts, but 5mm ports here, 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 and on the side here. So if you guys have, you know, like the old, I guess like the Battle Masters and whatnot from a couple of years ago, you guys can kind of stick them on there and act as if they're mini-cons. But other than that, yeah, this turret right here does come up and it does rotate around like so. Yeah, I mean, this, like I said, it's Armada Megatron's alt mode. Don't know what else to say about it. So yeah, something that I missed here while talking about the alt mode and the robot mode is that this stripe here is supposed to be painted on both sides, and it's not. They completely screwed this up. Yeah. Yeah. Alright guys, I wanted to show this real quick as well. This is something I should have done earlier in the review, but I didn't. I wanted to do a size comparison. He is being sold as a leader. So here he is, all $55 leader class figure. Okay? And here is Optimus Prime G2 Laser Optimus Prime. Okay? He is sold as a leader as well. But here's the difference. He comes with a trailer. So, $55. No mini-con, no knife, no extra accessories. $55 gets the trailer, new mold, new everything, new transformation scheme, right? This guy gets the original transformation scheme. They couldn't figure out to clip these in at all. And this guy is also lighter than these two together. So, yeah, not to steal a shtick from GotBot, but I'm going to show you, I'm going to weigh these guys side by side so you guys could see it, and then we'll go into final thoughts. Alright, guys. You guys can see Armada Megatron, Legacy Evolution Armada Megatron is 278.93 grams. Yeah, I have to do this handheld mode, but yeah, there you guys can see, let's just say 279 grams. Yeah, let's put Optimus Prime on here. Optimus Prime, with the trailer, is roughly 310 grams. Alright, everyone. Time for final thoughts on this guy. First of all, I want to say this. This is a fantastic Megatron. It does have its shortcomings, like the shoulders up here. It just needed a little bit more time to bake, right? That's it. And really, honestly, my only complaint with the figure itself, is these not being able to clip in. This is a huge oversight, and the thing is like, this has to go through 10, 12 people, whatever it is. Multiple people at Hasbro have to go through and see this, right? Like, this is stupid. You can't manipulate the arm without the whole shoulder coming down. Huge oversight on Hasbro's design team here, right there. I mean, that's just, that's no excuse at all. And there's no excuse for the lack of accessories. Why do I have these guys out? Seed Shockwave came with a bunch of stuff. Remember, there was a lot of people highly upset that this guy was $55, but he came with a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of armor and stuff. But the problem was like, people let him rot and sit on the shelves. People bought him, right? But there were a lot more people who refused to pay the $55 for him. Move over to Optimus Prime, Laser Optimus Prime, and you get more plastic here with this guy. You also get the accessory trailer. This guy comes with nothing at all. He should be sold as a Voyager. They are charging you $55 for a Voyager. There's nothing extra here. Nothing. He doesn't come with a knife, no extra gun, no mini-con, no nothing at all. They're charging you for a Voyager. An extra $20 for a Voyager. So, that to me it's highway robbery. And if you are one of those people who, you know, hate scalpers and everything else, Hasbro's scalping too, man. Where are you guys at on this? Because this guy should have come with a knife, with Leader 1, with his mini-con. Hell, come with 3 or 4 mini-cons, whatever. You know, come with Jolt and the other mini-cons that are missing from those Armada figures that Hasbro's doing here lately. It's a great figure. It really is. I cannot deny how good of a figure it is, even with its shortcomings here. And with that being said, however, it's not a $55 action figure. It's not a $55 toy. It's a Voyager. It's a $30 toy at most, at best. So if you guys are in for this one, like I said, it's a great figure, but if you guys are going to spend that much more on it, I would say either wait for a clearance or a sale, or just put the money that you're going to put into him, put it into Mega Tyranno, the fans' hobby third-party version of this guy. As always, man, take care of yourself, take care of each other. I will see you guys next video, live stream, review, whatever it is, man. And as always, boom, cut it out. Later, guys.